topics and opinions expressed on the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4WN Radio.
Are you ready to take a journey? Let's connect with the healers of the world. It's that time. It's time for the Language of Healing on W4WN Radio and Talk 4 TV. Now here's your host, Dr. Nicole Horton.
Howdy, howdy. It's time to giddy up for another great episode on the Language of Healing. W4WN.com, Women for Women Network. Amazing channel. Check it out. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Nicole, your host, and we have the wonderful co-host, the Pipe Man, with us.
It's
today.
howdy doody time. It's howdy
Yeah, I know.
doody time.
That's when I should have used it, but I thought, no, we've already done that. Howdy doody. Howdy doody. That reminds me of Bo Rat. You ever seen that clip?
It reminds you of bull crap?
Bo Rat. Bo Rat?
Bo Rat.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
It's funny you should say that because where did I see something about somebody mentioning on social media about saying something Bo Rat would say and it had to do with like getting women or something like that.
Yeah. He's howdy doody,
Howdy doody.
Howdy doody. Oh, Bo Rat.
Well, that's very appropriate to say to a bull at a stampede, though.
Yeah, it is. That's a common greeting here, at the stampede.
To the bull. Howdy doody. Ask him how their shit is.
Howdy, yeah. How's the duty? How's your duty?
Because who has that job at the stampede?
Okay.
The duty pickup person.
Yeah, that I'm not 100% sure.
Do you do that in Louisiana, Rebel?
It's the Cowboys' job. They take care. No.
Oh, it's the Cowboys?
I think so. They're taking
Tell
care
us about this stampede, because it is famous throughout the world.
Yeah, so it is very famous around the world. So there's a lot of history that I probably don't know 100% accurately, but I do believe it started in 1912. And it was a meeting for cowboys to get together and showcase their, rip-roaring skills on the bulls, the saddled broncs, the calf roping, barrel racing, all of the expertise. The First Nations people were often involved in that too. So everyone on their horses.
Before we delve deep into this, I want to know, okay, when you're telling us this information, did you do your proper research unlike last week?
Well, I did some research. But I've lived the experience, I've been here many years. But yeah, last week, no, you want to get into that?
Well, you have lived in Canada for years. So okay, let's ask Rebel. Let's ask Rebel if she knows what I am. Rebel.
What are you?
What?
Yeah, that's a loaded question.
What was it I was called in the comments, Nicole?
Oh, okay. You were called breathing trope.
Yeah, what's a breathing trope?
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever heard that word before.
Yeah, somebody called me a breathing trope in the comments from last week's show. But it could be worse. They could call you a thick Canadian.
Yeah, okay, that's what I got.
Nicole, stand up and show them if you're a thick Canadian.
Yeah, no. I'm thick. Yeah. With a capital PH.
So you're thick? You're thick?
I'm thick.
You know what?
Yeah.
So,
okay, no, wait, though. People
in
don't
other
know what
languages, that means a bad word, by the way. So, be careful. We are worldwide here.
Okay, yeah, it is an international audience. So
yes.
But
how do you spell trope? TROUP? What exactly did they call you?
Yeah, TROPE.
Yeah, Rebel, check it out. You can also look for that word on Urban Dictionary, and I think there might be some more appropriate terms.
I don't know. One of the definitions I saw in Urban Dictionary said the only people that will call you trope are dopes.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of trolls. They're trolls. Trolling dopes.
So,
well, yeah. So we had this little clip from last week. We were talking about Independence Day, Canada Day, and
the pipe man was right.
I mistook what Canada Day was about. Well, yeah. So it's, I instantly knew that's not right. And then I just kept going. And then, of course, that's a clip that
I'm like,
hold up and then commented on like, what a thick Canadian. Oh, you're PM, blah, blah, blah. It's all politics. People get revved up about that stuff. But I'll admit it. I'll own it. I did learn something when I Googled it.
We'll see that even the comments from the haters and the trolls can benefit your life. And this is a message to give people is like, you're going to have haters in your life. You're going to have trolls in your life. You're going to have people that want to stand in your way of everything that you want in life. And pay them no mind, because really they only have as much control as you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they're just kind of pushing the buttons, and they know.
Speaking of buttons, Pipe Man, you muted yourself. We can't hear you.
Yeah. He's got the little mute button on.
Now?
Well, you're kind of breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. There's a little echo.
Okay.
Echo.
Echo, go away.
Testing.
I don't hear you echoing. Am I echoing?
You sound like you're in a tunnel.
You know what happened? I know exactly what happened. Okay.
Like there's a vacuum cleaner.
Continue on, Nicole, while I fix the issue.
Yeah, of course. Sounds like there's a vacuum cleaner running in behind you. Maybe it's the fan. What were we going on about? Oh yeah, so the haters gonna hate. We had some interesting attention. Yeah.
So it's all good attention as far as I'm concerned. Do I sound better now?
Well, yeah, you sound better.
Okay, it's all good attention as far as I'm concerned. And that's what I'm telling people. The haters in their life, the people that don't want to see them succeed, the people that are jealous of them, you can choose. Are they going to be the people that pull you down because you listen to them? Or are they the people that propel you to exactly where you want to be? I choose propel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, propelling is good, because we should be moving forward and not getting stuck. And that kind of stuff, I've learned in, my experience that when you really want to make an impact, it might, stir up some feathers. So you have to be okay with stirring up some feathers. However, in this case, it was a mistake. So it's kind of like
it worked out. You learned something. You're here being humble about it. It's great. Right. You know what? Okay, so, but you know what doesn't stink? The Stampede.
Yeah. Cow patties.
No, the Calgary Stampede. And see, there's a perfect example. If you're going to get propelled, that's the place you don't want to get propelled, because that means you're riding a bull and it throws you off. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But
want to talk about some thick skulls. That's what will really build you up.
Were you thrown from a bull? Is that why you forgot it was not Independence Day?
Well, it's not Independence Day. It's Canada Day.
That's my point. I'm making a point that it's not Independence Day.
No, that was just like a popcorn fart, just whoopsies.
Okay.
I needed to say something.
Okay, now explain this term. It must be a Canadian term. Popcorn fart.
Yeah.
It's interesting because this morning I was watching one of the other shows on the network, not on this network, on one of the other networks, and they had a segment called Kink for Dummies. And apparently there is a kink having to do with farts.
Yeah, I believe it.
So now you just gave me like flashbacks of that other show that I'm still trying to recover from.
Okay, so that's okay. Yeah. Well, we don't need to combine the two, but it's like some kind of expression is drier than a popcorn fart. I think it comes from a show. I'm not sure. It's just an expression I heard growing
I
up.
just want to know if anybody on earth has ever seen a popcorn fart.
No, but it's like dry and kind of maybe sometimes stale. It's a comparison.
By the way, a popcorn fart is slang meaning something in which hardly worth the effort.
Rebel, is that
There you
something
go.
you know a lot about? Is that why you were so quick with that definition?
I looked it up.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. So my little like lapse of memories, nothing important. It's fine, but it did get some interesting feedback.
Well, but see, I wanted to talk about it and address it because of the fact that, take a positive spin on anything that happens in life, and you can choose a positive spin or a negative spin.
Mhm.
Listen, the best way to deal with trolls and haters is not to get upset, to
Right.
get happy, and to get the things that you want. That's the best thing. And that's exactly what it means. Going to the Calgary Stampede is getting exactly what you want. Cotton candy, bull stuff, and maybe you want to tell them because I've never been there. Maybe you should tell them about it.
Yeah, you should put that on the Pipe Man Adventure Tour. I mean, it's a little bit different, but I think you'd enjoy it, right? Oh, we got some.
Oh, see, they're eating stuff just like I said.
For me, it's all about the mini donuts. Though I will admit that they have changed over the years. But a mini donut and a corn dog, I'm happy.
Ooh, a cowboy yaki.
Okay, so so this year, I mean, every year they come out with
teriyaki donuts. Those are the ones.
Food. Yes, it's a little teriyaki donuts.
Yeah.
And how about the cowboy yaki? I mean, okay, wait. This thing, the cowboy yaki, it says full with meat floss, seaweed strips, big chunks of octopus, pickled ginger, and cabbage. So, do you know what meat floss is?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I can't say it on the radio though.
Okay. Yeah, fair. I didn't realize that one. That's a good one. Meat floss. I don't really know what it is, but it's some weird. It's like hairy shredded meat that's looks fried. It's a really weird thing. Well, it's not weird. It's common in Asia, and they sprinkle this meat floss on pastries, and it's just interesting. I mean, why it's called meat floss? Well, that's probably a poor translation from Asian to English. But yeah, meat floss.
And for those of you who really wanted to know, for the actual explanation, meat floss, also known as pork or yuk sung, is a dried meat product with a light and fluffy texture similar to coarse cotton, originally from China.
Okay.
Wow.
Thanks, Rebel, being the fact checker here.
Yeah, Rebel's like Cliff Clavin to the show. Okay, she's our Cliff Clavin. For those of you that don't know who Cliff Clavin is, he was on the show Cheers, and he was always had knowledge about everything that nobody cared about.
He's the original Google.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it's good to have around. Got to keep us in check. Okay,
I only know these things because of Google.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so Rebel, can you look up for us what possibly possessed a man at some point in time in our past to decide, there's a bull, I'm going to go ride it. See if what we come up with.
Yeah. So
on,
I grew up with a lot of cowboys. Well, small town Alberta. Okay, it was part of our curriculum. You have to learn how to line dance and two-step, and it's really
I'm out.
In the spirit.
I'm never coming to Calgary ever again. Wait, I was never there to begin with.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's the mandatory. It's living part of the spirit
Korean
here.
waffle. I don't know. It doesn't make
So
sense.
there's a lot of infusion here. There's a lot of Asian inspiration.
Lobster bao.
Yeah,
that looks
bao
pretty
means
cool.
a wrap. It's like a little bun wrap.
Yeah.
So
that looks pretty cool. I had the best taste of a waffle sandwich ever in my life in Brussels recently.
Ooh, I bet they do, because like the chicken and waffles.
No, that's an American thing. So over there they have this one place we went to. They had like 50 different ways you could have your waffle. Okay. So basically they made these sandwiches and it just looked like a big waffle and the stuff was inside it. And so I tasted my friend's. He had like the Mexican one and it was freaking good. Like, oh my God. At first I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that, but it was good. Now at the South Florida Fair, they have two things you would absolutely love. And I want to know if they're at the Calgary Stampede. One is a donut burger. Have you ever had a donut burger? It's a burger with the bun is a glazed Krispy Kreme donut is the bun.
That would just melt in your mouth. Deliciousness.
It would give you a heart attack in 30 seconds. Okay. Like,
yeah. You might need to take, it's like, Drano for your drain. You need to preempt that treat with a Drano for your body.
Oh, you're not one of them, are you?
What's one of them?
The one that was drinking Drano in 2020.
Oh, no. I'm not one of them. I have never even heard of them. Are they the ones eating the Tide Pods?
On DT's advice. On DT's advice.
Okay. DT's.
Yeah. Don't say it out loud.
I see.
Don't say it out loud. YT's listening. Don't say it out loud.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on then to more food. You know what we don't have? We don't have a donut burger, but there is a cheeseburger ice cream. We'll get to that here. Okay. So we got lots of bows. I know. Okay, so all these crab thingies,
See,
what else do we have?
This is so much fancier. This is so much fancier than the rodeos down here. Like we have a rodeo near us here in South Florida. They don't serve all this cool stuff. It's like, do you want a cheeseburger or a hot dog?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well.
Look at this stuff. I would go here just for the food. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. That's what it's part of the experience.
That's got to be the best stampede anywhere in the world just because of the food. Just saying.
Well, it could be. See how you notice the Ogopogo is the brand? I don't know what that's about, but do you know what the Ogopogo is?
Do they make the food while jumping on pogo sticks?
No. The Ogopogo is a legend. It's maybe another Canadian legend. It's like the Loch Ness Monster.
Before you tell the legend, are you sure before you tell the legend?
No. I can probably always be corrected.
Tell the legend.
I'm open to learning. Okay?
I want to hear the legend.
Yeah. A story, it's kind of like a game of telephone tag. You hear it and then you grow up with it and then you never really fully go back to the basics and you just go on like it's, relatable to a lot of stuff, how we're programmed. And then, so there's always a new.
So it's like Santa Claus.
More. Okay. It's like the Loch Ness Monster. It's this invisible monster that lives, I think, in the Okanagan Lake. It's BC. And so it's, potentially images of this serpent-like creature that lives. It's the Ogopogo.
Do him and Sasquatch go to the Calgary Stampede together?
Yes. Oh, yes. Their presence is always there, along with Ular, who is the
Ular. I like him already. It is a him, right?
Sure.
Okay.
You can. So it governs the mountains. Gets you through the mountains when it's really like the fog, or not the fog, but the cloudy skies, and sometimes you'll be going through the valleys, and it's like you need protection. You need Ular to help you get through there. Anyway, there we go. The Ogopogo. Yes.
Yeah, it kind of looks like my ex-wife.
Well, yes. The myth, the mystery, the legend. I don't know.
I wouldn't exactly call her a legend.
Legendary. Still be talking about it, I guess.
It will be legendary. Where does that come
So,
from?
I don't know. How I Met Your Mother.
Ding, ding, ding. I mean, you're Canadian.
Yeah.
If you didn't come up with that answer, that would be a problem.
Legend dairy.
Right.
That's how they say it. Yeah.
Because what's her name? She's like
Robin.
the consummate Canadian.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Just another thick Canadian out there in the world. Okay, let's get back to the food here. Thanks,
Okay.
Rebel.
Oh, what was that? What was that?
Meatball mac and cheese.
I knew it. It was a watermelon burger.
Oh, yes.
That I might try. That's kind of funny.
That does look good. There are a couple options. I was down on the Stampede grounds, but I didn't really get in on any of the food because I wasn't there.
Oh my God, this food is legendary.
Yeah, the food is legend. So that is like, I guess, the remix of a matzo stick. We got a Chilean style hot dog, of course.
So wait.
Sour candy soft serve. I would be into that.
The Chilean style hot dog. What makes it Chilean style?
That's just a bunch of words like guacamole, chimichurri.
Maybe it's chilies. Maybe it's because it has chilies.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, Empanada Queen. It's from Empanada Queen, so that must be their brand. Who doesn't love a good hot dog? You know?
Yeah, but you know what? Like, okay, there's a pizza there with all that gourmet cool food. Who gets pizza?
Look at the pizza, though. Look at what the pizza is made of. It's a fire roasted gator pepperoni pizza. So
is it made of alligator?
Well, there are bits of alligator in there. So have you ever eaten alligator? This one I would try.
I have.
Okay.
And they've tried to eat me too.
Unsuccessfully, I suppose. So yeah.
See, I'm not. Here's the other thing at the South Florida Fair that they had. The obsession with bacon is ridiculous, but they have chocolate covered bacon. So I see here the bacon lovers churro sundae. Like everything else there appeals to me, but the bacon.
So yeah,
with
what
the
is
sundae.
that? Bacon inspired sundae includes delicious churros rolled in cinnamon sugar with vanilla ice cream, smothered in salted caramel and topped with bacon. Okay.
Fun fact.
Sweet and savory.
Fun fact. Since this is a healing show, health and wellness, let's talk for a second. Do you know why bacon is such an obsession right now?
Oh, not really. I don't know. Other than
it was created.
Delicious, I guess.
It was an obsession that was created, just like the 4 basic food groups. Did you know that? I don't know if they taught you in Canada, but here in America, they teach you the 4 basic food groups when you're a kid. That was not the healthy way to eat. It was originally a marketing plan for the American farmers and ranchers to sell their products. So they brainwashed everybody that you must eat like this to stay healthy.
Yeah, it's 100% the same here. We have Canada's food guide. That's, you don't want to follow if you want to be
right
fit and lean.
So,
but it promotes like the dairy industry, the wheat industry.
Right.
So of course, we're steak and potatoes culture here. So, well, at least.
Well, looks more like you're a steak and watermelon type of culture to me. But
that's new.
Okay.
Did those watermelons have seeds? You find like seedless watermelon these days. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Why would you have seeds on a burger? Are you sure it's seeds and it's not just from charring
watermelon seeds? Yeah, it's seeds.
So the bacon thing, what happened there is that all of the pig farmers, and they were not happy because the USDA was promoting all the ranchers and the farmers. So like, everybody else but them. So they decided to develop this whole marketing plan for the pig farmers. And that's how the bacon obsession started, at least in America. again, a marketing plan so that they could promote the American pig farmer.
Right. Well, I mean, that's how they got everyone on smoking too. It's just the marketing.
9 out of 10 doctors recommend Camel cigarettes for better health. And that's an actual commercial.
Yeah, an old ad, right?
I bet you Rebel can pull one up too. I bet you I could pull one up.
It is true. They did play those commercials. I learned that when I was growing up. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend it. Camel cigarettes. That was before Joe Camel came around. Well,
yeah, and
it was there, but it wasn't as popular.
Yeah, and my grandfather passed away at 64 years old from smoking Camel cigarettes. So I guess that didn't work.
Right.
Well, you know why 9 out of 10 doctors recommend it, right? Because if you get sick smoking, you need to see a doctor. So of course they recommend it. It's building business for them.
Lots of house calls.
Exactly.
Okay, Ray?
Yeah. So there's always more going on.
I got something for us. Hold on. I got something for us. Dun, dun, dun.
You've got something with the camels.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I wonder if there are rodeos with camels. That's a weird thought right now, but
Well, you are Canadian, so those thoughts don't surprise me. All right, you ready?
I mean, but it's interesting. Yeah. Okay, let's see it. What is this?
How often does your job call you out of bed in the middle of the night? Well, if you were a doctor, it would be often. And generally, there isn't much time to spare.
Coffee, doctor?
Oh, fine. Have a Camel with your coffee.
Thanks.
You know, this night work's kind of rough, isn't it?
That's right.
But a Camel's always a pleasure.
Yes, folks, the pleasing mildness of a Camel is just as enjoyable to a doctor as it is to you or me. In a nationwide survey, doctors in all branches of medicine were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" The brand named most was Camel's. Tens of thousands of doctors, general practitioners, surgeons, specialists, doctors in every branch of medicine were included. And according to this nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Try Camels yourself, the cigarette so many doctors enjoy.
Okay.
There you go. There you have it.
Yeah, what year is that from?
It had to be the 60s.
The originals. Yeah. Until they started.
It's from 2013.
Yeah, no.
I have it right in front of me, Rebel.
That might be when it loaded, but you can tell by the way they're dressed.
May 7th, 2013.
That maybe
it's on Google. It must be true.
No, ladies and gentlemen, please. They banned the promotion of cigarettes in the 90s. So no.
Yeah. No, we're not endorsing. But you know, it's kind of a funny thing. Like, yeah, it's all about the marketing. There's a show, I think We Are All Watched Over by Machines or something like that. It was a documentary by the BBC that went in and tells us marketing, and Freud's uncle, I think, had a big part in those promotions and building that. You got like the big old the birth of the big old American dream, I think, you know. Shop and live loud and be independent.
Is that a Calgary way of saying the American dream? Because I've never heard Americans say the big old American dream.
Really?
No. Have you, Rebel?
Americans wouldn't say that because we wouldn't know any difference.
It's the big old American dream, folks.
That's what America's known for around the world. You know,
I'm here at the Calgary Stampede, and I'm telling you, it's the big old American dream to have these watermelon burgers here with us.
So there are some amazing cowboys from the USA here. Like, you know, there are lots of Texans, maybe
I
New
wouldn't
Mexico,
call Texans
Utah.
amazing. I wouldn't call Texans amazing.
I'm saying the cowboys, their rodeo skills. That's such an exciting event, you know.
Do they come from all over the world to go to the Calgary Stampede?
You know, they do, and sometimes there are some like Brazilians, and I've seen some rodeos in Latin America, and they're wild. I don't know why we don't see more of them.
Oh,
Maybe it's
there you go. A stroopwafel pineapple.
Oh, a stroopwafel? A stroopwafel. I don't know what that is.
You don't know
But
what
there's the
that is? You've
cheeseburger ice cream.
traveled the world and you don't know what a stroopwafel is? It's like the big thing in Europe, especially like the Netherlands. And they're
Right. I
selling them
haven't
in
done.
stores everywhere now here. It's
Okay.
like it looks like a little waffle cracker it's got like some kind of sweet sugar coating, but some of them don't even have sugar, but yet they're about as sugary as can be. They're very sweet.
Okay. Yeah.
Churro
I bet.
fries, that's all me. That's my kind of fry.
Churro fries. Okay. Yeah. Those would be delicious. Yeah. Okay. How about
I used
these?
to love this type of stuff, like going to
Yeah.
an event like this and eating this stuff. I can't really eat it anymore, but it was like the only reason I would go is for the food.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
not me though, but my kids would eat that up. The pickle fry
pickle.
poutine. You know
Yeah.
about that. Rebel must know about that because they have poutines or something like that in Louisiana.
Really? Oh, fries, cheese, and gravy. How can you go wrong? What do you call it? Do you have a name for it?
That might go wrong for me.
Mm.
That might was it that you said popcorn fart? That's what that might lead to.
It's dry as a popcorn. Yeah. Triple
Hot
pickle
Cheetos pickle pizza. Oh my god, I'd never eat that in a million years, but I'm sure everybody loves it.
Rick's flaming hot Cheetos. Oh my
Mexican street corn churro fries. I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to mix my Mexican street corn with my churros. Like, can I get them in two separate cones and like eat one bite of one and then one bite of another? As long as they're
Ooh.
separated.
I would be down for these stickery hickory corn ribs. That would probably be good.
See, you guys are
like
fancy. You don't
smoked.
do corn dogs. You do corn ribs.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that there are corn dogs there, but this has taken on a whole
That's
new life
fancy.
over the years.
No, that's fancy. Why have
Yeah,
corn
of course.
dogs
Look how
when you can have
look how
corn ribs?
fancy this is.
Why have
Yeah.
corn dogs when you could have corn ribs? That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
look, a hot dog, corn dog.
Yeah,
How about
see,
best
it
of
is.
both worlds? Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Is it a hot dog or is it a corn dog? It looks like a corn dog.
It's a both. Just you don't have to keep, you know how you eat a corn dog and then you have to keep adding the condiments on it as you bite and then you add more, you bite, add more.
Yeah,
This one's just all in there.
Oh. All
Looks messy. And then
Dynamite
lumpia.
Lumpia.
I feel like I've eaten lumpia before.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's lumpia.
Yeah, it sounds like Indonesian or something. Oh,
The
cowboy
Twinkies.
Oh, beef brisket.
Is that like from Brokeback Mountain?
No. They might be eating some prairie oysters. I don't know.
The cowboy
prairie
Twinkies.
oysters.
That's the sequel. That's
yeah, but the prairie oysters, those, do you know what those are? That's a specialty I don't think is on the menu here, but it's you can get it in the city at some nice places.
I lost you there. Was that me that lost you? Did you lose me?
Oh, no. Well, but I was speaking, so I don't know. We lost you. You didn't hear me.
Rebel, did you lose me or did I lose you?
I was scrolling through the other thing, so I couldn't see you.
Okay, well, that now we're talking my thing, the hot chick.
The hot chick. Oh, yes. I love a good coleslaw.
There's nothing better
looks like
than
a chicken sandwich.
There's nothing better than a hot chick at a Stampede.
Doesn't mean the same thing you're talking about.
Oh,
right.
See, that's the reason I go. The food.
Well, there are a lot
chick.
of, if you're talking hot chick, aka beautiful women, yes, absolutely. Everyone looks great. I guess that's also part of the culture of the Stampede is you get to dress up like a little, trampy cowgirl sometimes.
Momos on a stick. That kind of scares me.
Okay. Do you know what a momo is?
Yeah, isn't it like a testicle that dropped or something?
No, that's a prairie oyster.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but it's already a descended testicle. It's not undescended. But the momo is a dumpling famous in like Nepal, Tibet, Tibetan yak momos.
I think it's dim sum. Okay, just saying.
Okay, same. I mean, it's a
Is it
dumpling.
the same? If you talk to these people that call it dim sum, would they think that would be an insult?
No,
I think
I
they
don't think
might.
so.
Like,
No.
don't call my dim sum just a dumpling.
I think dim sum means, okay, maybe I'm not probably right.
All right,
about
look
this,
it up. Look it up,
I
Rebel.
believe dim sum is like the gathering of all of these dumplings. It's like you go for dim sum. You go
So
for
the dumplings have like a rally.
Yeah. And then the people
vote
rally
for
around
who
the
top
dumplings.
dumpling is. And
Yeah.
that's the super dim sum.
Super dim sum. Yeah. Might be better than the dim wits.
This is a fun show today because now I can be like this because all this great stuff. Because stampedes are fun.
Yes, stampedes. Okay, and then so what
Make
else?
sure to go hungry, folks.
There's no
Before you
better
go to the stampede, go hungry.
Yeah, and there's no better stampede in the whole world than the Calgary Stampede. It's talked about everywhere, even the places that don't talk about it.
Yeah, it's really well known. Well known. But all throughout the summer, every little town, well, not every little town, but there are many towns that
Nicole,
have little rodeos. What?
I want to become a stampede insider. How do I do that?
I don't know. You got to click that link. I think it said.
Okay, how do people get to the Calgary Stampede to become an insider? What is
I'm not
the
sure.
website?
Oh, this is the CalgaryStampede.com.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Is that it, Rebel? Can you confirm?
Yeah, I think.
Correct.
Well, there's a whole food map, you know? Wow, look at that.
Go there and become a member. It's important. Keep the Stampede alive.
Keep the Stampede alive. Come hell or high water. Or hell or no water.
What? Now, I have to ask you something very important. A couple things very important about the Stampede. Mm-hmm. So I was listening to your promo earlier for this show, for this episode. And, you said a couple of things. I'm like, well, what does that have to do with Stampede? So one of those things is, what's that? Bull riding.
You wanted the answer to that, so there you go.
Okay, read it to us, Rebel.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Good Lord, now you want me to read it. Bull riding originated in charades, contests of ranch and horsemanship, skills that develop. Oh Jesus!
I didn't see in the sentence.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to read the screen when I'm on a different screen.
Yeah.
Bull riding originated in chariot and charades, contests of ranch and horsemanship skills that developed on the haciendas of old Mexico. First termed jarapeo, bull riding was originally a variant of bullfighting, where riders would literally ride the bull to death. So here's my take on it. People started getting tired of getting killed bullfighting, that they decided, you can't beat them, ride them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's maybe a thing of necessity. Sometimes you got to ride the bull, and then one moment you're like, oh, this is kind of a fun sport, and then you imagine just a bunch of men doing like silly things together, and then there you go. Let's ride a bull.
I don't usually, when I think of a stampede, think of men doing silly things together.
Like getting on the back of a bull. Like, sorry, it's like, I mean, silly. Maybe that's not the word, but you're gonna, there's a lot of risk.
This is not that type of show, Pipe Man. Stop it.
Oh, Pipe Man.
I'm just thinking cowboys that are riding bulls are badass, tough dudes. Okay. Tough dudes don't usually get described as acting silly together. I'm just saying.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Maybe that was a bad word.
But I mean, do have two things.
They get together and they're doing things like that are risky.
They
It's
get
a little...
together and they're doing things that are risky.
Y'all are going way too far into this rabbit hole.
Oh my
Get
gosh,
out
I know,
of it.
I know. Okay, let's okay,
Is
we
that
got
a
okay, we're gonna
quote
talk about
from
I'm
a
taking
movie?
over, Pipe Man.
You can't take over, but I wanted
Yes.
to ask you something.
What?
It's important.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
It's two things that are very important. One is, how do you get a headache from the stampede? Is it because you get thrown off the bull and you hit your head?
Yeah, that's
You
one
mentioned
way.
headaches in your promo. What kind of headaches do
Yeah.
you get at the Calgary Stampede?
Well, of course, there's the concussion type like that. I mean, the cowboys will give you headaches. Cowgirls will give you headaches. There's a lot of alcohol consumed. The heat is high, and there's a lot of activity. So people get, headachy. You can wake up with hangovers. You can wake up with heat exhaustion. Yeah, the headaches of even just
Okay.
the people, loud noises.
Are headaches and heartbreak like connected? Because you also say in your promo that there's a lot of heartbreak. And
Yes, headaches
I
and
don't know if
heartbreak.
that means a bull stepping on your heart or because what happens at the
So
Calgary Stampede stays at the Calgary Stampede.
what happens in almost every country song? There's always that theme.
The dude loses his truck and his dog died and his ex-wife took him for everything. That's usually
there you go. Those are the 3 headaches and heartbreaks. That's it. Also, I think when people are getting together, the whole city for 10 days, just I wouldn't say it goes quiet because it gets really loud and it's like a very party vibe. So, if you're business casual, everything is happening in your jeans and very loose, So people are drinking, having fun. There's things that are broken, relationships that are maybe broken are strained right now as well because the debauchery that happens or could potentially happen, as you can imagine. So there is a statistic that happens after the Stampede or around the Stampede time is that inquiries for divorce go up 50%.
Whoa.
So, yeah, 50%. So it's a very, and I think that's in general around big events and holidays that things that are not really well can be catapulted, or it's like a catalyst of, oh yeah, this needs to happen now. So I think that's part of the headache, heartbreak. You're in festivals and you've seen that happen. It's no different here. It's just people wearing different kind of shit kickers.
Yeah, but usually it's.
However, I would say that yes, the cowboys, they are badass. To be riding a bull like that is amazing strength, and to witness those events is really spectacular and what draws people in, of course. They're often, they really care for their animals, they care for their family. I think they're actually really good people, good values. Take care of the land, take care of the people. But it's not always the case. So, anyway, in all fun and lightheartedness,
I want to know what the fun is of getting thrown off a bull.
Oh, well, I guess you'd have to be one of those people that gets a thrill from that, It's like flying high. Why? Yeah, there you go. This is the saddle bronc.
Yeah, that's a thrill.
Or no, this is bareback. This is bareback. I don't know. This is where there are experts in my life who are way better educated around this, who have lived with this. So yeah, horses are important, cattle is important, and yeah, the history of that, it brings people together. It's about the community. That's
do the cows all sit around and have a drink together?
Oh, they're having fun. They're living their best life at the Stampede for sure. Oh, the chuck wagons. Those are really fun too.
Oh, that reminds me of dog food.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess it was back in the old days. The cowboys would be working the field, working with the cattle, and the trucks would come, and that would be the food trucks. So now they just have a big race around this, and they would race home. No, I think that's how it started. They would all race home, so it became the chuck wagon races. You got 4 horses with a big chuck wagon, and they're just going around the bend.
Nice.
Yes, it's lively. It's lively. And people are just in good spirits, high spirits, ready to have fun. Let loose, have fun. People work hard. There's a lot of crap things going on in the world. And sometimes it's nice to just dissociate from it a little bit and go step into a world, like even just dress a little bit differently. Maybe I wear my cowboy boots once a year, and they're nice. They're made in Mexico. So,
yeah, that was
an
important part of the conversation.
Right. Yeah. You want to see? I got them right here. You want to see it? Oh, I also brought some props. Okay. Here's some sweet boots. And where did I put it? Oh no.
Oh
yeah, here we go. This is the lucky.
Is that a sex toy?
No, it's a double penetration.
I think Rebel has
weird.
one. No, it goes around your neck.
No, I do not.
It goes around your neck.
Yeah.
See, you're the one weird. I didn't think of double penetration, but yeah, I guess if somebody's big enough, like if it's a big enough person, it can go both sides.
Look at those bulls. There we go. Okay, there's a technique to this. Oh yeah, this is from a Clydesdale horse.
Yeah,
this
it's called
big horseshoe.
Don't Die.
Yeah.
That's the technique.
Yeah. You got to hold on tight.
But like, who sat there and thought of, hey, let's figure out what the technique is of riding a bull?
Ergonomics. It's natural. People are gonna get into the swing of it, But I don't know. What do you think? If it's not a silly idea, then what do you think it's for?
I don't say it's a silly idea. I think it's people like, you go back in the old days, there really wasn't anything to do. There was no technology. So it's like,
yeah,
we're bored. Let's go mess with this.
Fun.
Let's go mess with this bull. And
then
they found...
it's in the field. You got to get it out or bring it back in.
I got chased by a bull.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I've got some bull stories. They're not. We'll have
and
to
that's
share
not
that
when you
time.
chased me, Rebel. We're not talking about that time.
Oh, here we go. You. Okay, Rebel, you're hilarious.
Is that another sex toy?
I knew you would like this, hi man. Yes, this is something you can add into your kitchen, into your recipes. This totally changes subject. Is for cooling. These are cooling foods. Okay, there's a lot of heat, so in some kind of seriousness, and because this is a health show, I need to advise on some tips for staying cool and healthy in the summertime. And bitter melon, this is what that is. So if you've never seen a bitter melon or cooked with it, it looks like a cucumber, but it's ribbed and it's bumpy. It's like got the pearls already implanted.
Yeah.
For you, Dean.
So then my question is it really cooling you down? Like, I don't see that as cooling you down.
Well,
chafing you down, maybe.
Okay. No, really though, it's the bitter quality. Okay. So this is what counterbalances the heat. If you want to have some other, if you want to
read this real quick. The health benefits of bitter men.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just take out the L and the O. Health benefits of bitter men.
That should
stay away.
That should be next week's episode. Okay.
Okay, bitter men, and also a friend said, what's annoying is going through the drive-through when they're like they never stop asking you anything else, and then we'll rant about bitter men and drive-throughs. How about that?
All right, there you go.
Okay,
and the drive-throughs where you can purchase a bitter man.
Bitter melon. Oh my gosh. There's no getting through anything with you.
That's what I was saying. You wanted me to be more You wanted me to be more fun, okay? I said,
no,
maybe I shouldn't. So I decided to be more fun for you.
Okay.
Would you like to change it back now? Do you want to retract that wish now?
No, I don't think so. I like having fun. Fun is
because it was a lot of fun. This episode was a lot of fun. Despite Rebel, this was a lot of fun.
No, Rebel, thank you for manning the reins here. You were the true cowgirl of this episode.
Meanwhile, she wants you to end the show, okay?
Yeah, I know. We got to go. So I guess we'll have to touch base next week. All right. Giddy up. We'll see you then. And thanks for tuning in.
Giddy up. Yeah. Wow. What a show today. And the journey does not stop here. Come travel the world with Nicole every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time as together we become more fluent in the language of healing on W4WN Radio and Talk 4 TV. See you next week.